Hi,
And I love all those
guys.
things equally.
What is up? You guys missed a hell of a pregame show there.
Yep. Good
Uh,
night, everybody. It was a good
yeah,
show. Love you.
this is Three Old Men. If you can count, you can see, you would already know that.
That's really rude to our viewers that one can't count and two are also blind.
That was really rude to our viewer.
You know, we have that big gully dwarf demographic that we that we go for every week.
Oh.
I mean,
How many
Rolly
3 old
can't
men are
see.
there? No more than two.
So, would you like to talk about a 2-year-old movie that I just watched, or
Yeah.
random drinks that
I'm
Buck has
just glad that
tried that
you
he has to
finished
explain what they
that with
are.
movie.
That's true. Have you guys tried the fuzzy asshole?
It's fuzzy navel, sir, not asshole.
Or the
You about got a
Guatemalan goat
spew there.
runner.
I mean, whatever Clan's been drinking. I
I'm
don't
just
want to
throwing
know
out
about all
weird
those.
shit that goes together, that may go together. Because somewhere there's a drink, probably call that. There's some guy in chat right now or watching on YouTube later on. Hi, YouTube. Is like, I had a Guatemalan goat runner once. Couldn't piss right for 3 days.
A strawberry tarantula.
That is, strawberries are okay. Tarantulas can fuck off. Hold on, Tim. I will go and get a beverage here soon.
Well, I just finished watching the new Top Gun movie, and I think it's called. Is it called Maverick?
Maverick.
Yeah, Maverick.
Yeah. So, and I was just telling them that it actually, this one has a better storyline. I guess they must have had more of a budget. They spent more of the budget in writing. I think on the first movie they spent it all on the airplanes. So
That's true.
and
That is
fuel for
true.
the airplanes.
True
So
story. One of the co-stars had blood work done during the movie, and they found jet fuel in his blood. And he was telling Tom Cruise about it, and he said, "Yeah, I was born with it." So it's Tom Cruise. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's jet fuel. Oh man.
I mean, considering what they went through in Miramar in the first one, I mean, he could probably play that off.
Maybe. All right. I'm gonna go and get my food because it just got dropped off after ordering it an hour ago. And then I'll be right back. I'm not gonna eat. I'm just gonna get the food and bring it inside. That way, stray animals or hobos or meth heads who are hungry
I
don't
was gonna
grab
say,
it.
or your neighbors
Yeah,
knock on your window at 3 in the morning.
Could be there may actually not had any raccoons. I've had possums. That's right.
Eat them.
I'm not that Appalachian. Like, I'll eat Appalachian food. I have no problem with it, but I ain't eating possum.
I mean, possum ain't horrible.
I mean, it's not, but there's definitely a country song somewhere about eating possum.
I refuse.
That
to
is
eat
not
skunk.
a sex reference, chat. Before you say anything, I know what kind of people we attract here, and you're all like, "That's definitely a sex reference right there." Hey, baby, you want to eat a possum?
You ever had an Alabama possum?
You ever had an Alabama Guatemalan fuzzy anus? I did once. I didn't shit for 3 weeks. All right, I'll be back. Leaving you on that note.
I feel like the Alabamans wouldn't want anything to do with Guatemalans. I don't think they have that named with their drink. Now, Florida might have that in the name of some drink they got down there. aka Northern Cuba,
North.
depending on the region of Florida that you're in.
So, the soundtrack, which we were talking about this before on the new movie, does not hold up to the soundtrack from the first movie. First movie blows it out of the water with the soundtrack. I mean, it was the 80s or the early 90s. Yeah, that was the 80s, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Did
sure
Top
that
Gun come
was
out in
the
the
late 80s.
when did Top Gun come out? When did Top Gun release? 1986. Yep. So
I thought
it was in the
I thought it
height
was
of Kenny Loggins' fever there.
yeah.
And so you only get to hear Kenny Loggins, the Danger Zone,
I mean, I was gonna say
like
the
at
song.
the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning of the movie, and that's it. That's all you get. So
I mean, he did a lot of songs for the movie, the first one. But anytime you hear that song, anyone that's seen Top Gun knows what that song goes to. Like that's where that song made it big.
and you're muted.
Danger Zone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew. You can't talk about Top Gun without talking about Danger Zone.
Well, we're talking about Kenny Loggins in the height of his career during the original Top Gun.
Kenny Loggins is fucking man, yo.
Mhm.
Can sleep with any woman he wants to. Federal law. Pretty sure international law. I'm pretty sure. Well, thank you, Tim. I would like to think that I'm the man, even though I know 100% that I am not.
He can get a fuzzy anus whenever he wants one.
Exactly.
I mean that's just
I'm the
like
motherfucking man in Appalachia, yo. I can get fuzzy anus, Colombian goat herder, freaking possum stew, whatever you want to.
I mean that's just like when you hear Eye of the Tiger, right? That shoots to Rocky in your mind like every time that song comes on.
That's
As far
true.
as the movie that it was linked to.
That's true.
That gave it big. But there is a TV show series that has come out that song is a big part of now too.
That is true. There is. Diz has no idea. He hasn't watched it.
They made a hell of a blooper reel for that one.
They did. It was so good. They put it at the end of one of the shows as the outro of the show. The blooper was so good.
I have no
But
idea.
Kenny Loggins had a good run though.
Mm-hmm.
Like not only is he in Top Gun, but he did the theme for Caddyshack. He did pretty much any movie in the 80s has a 95% chance that Kenny Loggins is on the soundtrack. But then he just kind of went away.
I mean, he probably made enough money.
Well, yeah, I mean, just imagine the residuals off Danger Zone itself. And he'll never have to work again.
I mean, you had Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose, Caddyshack,
Was another big
Danger
one.
Zone. Okay, I mean, how many times? Okay, picture this: you're going down the road in your vehicle.
He was even in Over the Top.
And Danger Zone comes on. You want to give it a little more gas. That just happens.
Unless you're
Or-
in your Tesla.
That's true. Unless you're in your Tesla. And then you're going to just hit the pedal and the batteries will make it go vroom faster.
I mean, I may or may not have put the soundtrack into my CD player whenever I had to make long drives and I was trying to cut the timer down on how long it said it took me to get from point A to point B across the United States to see if I could get there quicker.
Okay, so here's the question, Buck, and I've got to ask it because I know there's probably people in the audience that are asking it too. So, Buck, Top Gun are naval pilots. They are in the Navy, correct? So we're putting that out there. It's not Air Force. They are Navy pilots.
Nope, definitely.
Okay,
Navy.
so They're in the Navy. They're Navy pilots. Buck, you were in the Navy.
Yep.
You were also on a submarine. You were a submariner in the Navy.
Mhm.
Did you ever crank the reactor to 11 and hot rod the sub playing Danger Zone?
Most of the time, we were not allowed to have music playing because in the water,
It
the
gives you away.
acoustics travel.
Plus, all the female whales would be trying to fuck you. You were playing Danger Zone under the water. Let's just be honest with you. They'd be trying to fuck you.
But
Why
when
not
we did,
penis if penis shaped?
but, but we did crank the
Crazy sperm
reactor
whale.
to max speed,
It's in their
and this whole
name.
submarine would rattle.
Heck yeah, built Ford tough.
Like when the reactor and main engines would hit max speed, initially for about 15 seconds, the whole submarine would rattle until it
Nice.
shimmied out and equaled. And once it equaled out in the displacement of the water that it was pushing with that kind of speed, then it stopped shaking. And I'm like, we rattling the bolts off this bitch? What are we doing here?
Apparently, I like Timmy's comment in chat. Also for the people in YouTube, I'll read it. Hey YouTube. He says torpedo that Walusi or Wellusy. I think you know what that means, chat.
I mean, we have, I know for a fact, made contact with 2 whales.
Is a Walusi a weapon of mass destruction, though?
I cannot comment.
Your
That's
discretion
right.
is advised.
The following show is rated R. Contains violence, sexual situations, horrible attempts at comedy, and full nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Full frontal whale nudity.
Yeah, full frontal whale nudity.
But I know that we made contact with at
Oh.
least 2 whales while we were out because
Did you do the
So-
thing from fucking down
Periscope?
Periscope?
No,
Yeah.
we did not have somebody. We did not have somebody contacting them back. But sonar would make a call out that we had a contact directly ahead of on ship, which
Yeah.
meant that there was a large contact in the water right in front of us. And it would be going pretty much us having to T-bone this thing, because if we turned left or right, there was no getting past it at the speed we
Dang.
were going. We were still going to clip it. So we
Well-
would just slow down enough that when we made contact, we just kind of brushed it off.
Yeah. By the way, in whale, I just said, "What up, baby? Give me a crack at that."
Let me
I was
holler at you.
respectful though. I didn't say Wellusy.
Classy.
You have to. You exactly. I'm a classy man. You got to at least go on one date first.
and we acquired 1 shark.
Was it a baby shark?
Yeah, we caught well, it wasn't a baby, but we caught a younger tiger shark in torpedo tube number 3.
Was it one of the street sharks?
No, if it was a street shark, y'all wouldn't be talking to me right now because that fucker to come through the tube and tore us all apart.
That's true.
it-
That's true.
Was it young enough if it was mutated? Shredder would be upset about it and call it a baby.
They're babies stuck in my torpedo tube.
It
Which
was
is a
it
sex
was-
thing, by the way.
So it's like one of those catfish that swim up your urethra and deploy their spikes and get hung there.
No, yeah, that's horrible. I've heard of those. That is horrible. Don't ever go in wading in the Amazon River with your penis.
I was gonna say those are factual things that
Yeah,
happen.
that is a real thing. It will swim up your pee hole and lodge itself in there.
And then it has to be cut
Nobody-
out. And
Nobody wants that. Nobody
Mhm.
wants that. No, actually, as a matter of fact, let's move on to something else. Spiced Coke, which is something different in Colombia. We're talking about the beverage, spiced Coca-Cola, available in regular and zero varieties. So I had one the other day, but I don't know if mine was flat or whatever, but it really didn't have a lot of taste or fizz, really. I didn't care for it. Now I had to have the Coke Zero version
Right.
because, I have the Wilford Brimley syndrome.
And I did the sugar added version myself.
Yeah, I would
You
like to
see,
have tried
in
that,
times
but
of
I would not have been
naval
able to stand it. It
distress,
would probably
whales
destroy me.
become very lonely and seek
But it
companionship of
says
all kinds.
I can turn on the
When a
red.
daddy
I
sub
confirmed on
and
the
a mommy
website. They say
whale
the
love each
spice
other very much.
is
The sub fires the
raspberry.
torpedo full force,
Which is
which I
funny
could-
because
wet.
raspberry
Viewer
is not a
discretion
spice.
is advised.
Like that, you know, like you guys can't hear what's being said.
We can't.
I
We
mean,
missed the
one of us
Deckard Cain
can.
Now
voice.
you will.
One of us can.
Yeah, I can't stand to hear the stream and me at the same time. That just wigs me out, man. I can't do it. That's why I don't monitor myself in my headphones because I can't do it. Just can't handle it.
Oh, I refuse when I'm streaming to have myself unmuted. Like I know what I sound like. I don't have to have that playing through the
Exactly. I
the
don't like
stream.
hearing my voice because whenever I hear my voice, I'm like, do I really sound like that? Why do people tune in to hear that? So, well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. He said we have lovely voices. We got dulcet tones. What do you think of this voice, Tim? Let me ask you, what did doobie do to that Willisy?
The way I'm moving the camera is this. Does this make it?
Oh, I like the shot. Yeah, that
More
looks like a
appealing.
commercial. Yeah. Spiced Coca-Cola. It's
feel
not
like you-
just Coca-Cola.
I feel like you should have done it the other way though, Diz. That way we could have seen it from the top.
Why
to
is your
the
mouse a
bottom.
Coke bottle?
I don't know, but I liked it there for a second.
Yeah, like, can I just download that?
There we go. Now we get to address it from the top down.
In these hungry eyes. On your screen is Coke, but it's spiced. It's hungry eyes.
Can we have the other angle?
Now you're showing it's Coke-ussy.
The other angle. What
Yeah,
other angle?
Can we have the back side?
He wants to
Of
see
this
that little
image?
dot at the bottom. It gets him all hot.
No, I want to see the back side of this bottle.
he wants to see the ingredient label.
You want to see this?
But I want to
What?
see it on the bottle. I
Yeah,
don't want to
Buck-
read it like that.
Buck's like,
Well-
what up, baby? Let me see them ingredients, yo. How many calories you got?
For 12 fluid ounces.
Oh no, it's 20 ounces or better. I don't need none of that 12 ounce
So,
bullshit.
For 12 fluid ounces, you're getting 250 calories. Compared to normal Coke, you get almost 17 fluid ounces for 200 calories.
Or my Coke, which is 0 calories.
Includes added sugar, 67 grams, 134% of your daily value.
Yeah.
In 12 ounces of soda.
Yep.
So add another 8 ounces to that because that's what you're getting it in is in a bottle.
Hey, I always heard there might be a little dust on the bottle. Apparently, that dust is sugar.
Right? I mean, they claim it's sugar. It might be cocaine.
It may be. It used to be.
Right? That's what Coke used to have in it.
Give it a minute, it might could again. I've seen people put peanuts in their Coke. I've not
done it.
I've not been around people when they actually put Coke in their Coke.
I have definitely done the salted peanuts
I don't do that shit.
in RC Cola.
That's like I said, that's too Appalachian for me. Now I have drunk an RC Cola and ate a moon pie before.
I had an RC
I have
Cola
too.
with peanuts in it and had a moon pie.
But
I
to
had
be
the
fair,
trifecta.
I've only drunk an RC maybe 5 times in my entire life.
I enjoy me a nice peach knee high.
I don't even know where you buy knee highs at unless you go to Cracker Barrel.
Right here at the store that's like 5 minutes from where I live, where
Or you get in
Tanner
your
used to
car
work.
and travel to like 1953.
I told you right here,
Mm.
5 minutes from my house.
Hello,
I'm gonna
kids.
party
Yeah,
like it's 1953.
y'all here for the peach knee highs and a good soda pop?
There is a place in
This is how they
Gatlinburg
dance.
though that
That-
sell
that
the
is true.
glass bottle knee highs.
You gotta go to the best knee highs were sold in Grandpa Mills's store up on the creek on the highway. It
Oh.
was great.
On the
Did you see
frontage
what-
road.
Did you see
You
what
go-
Timmy posted? Tofu Coke.
Mm-hmm.
That's nasty.
Coke.
That's true.
Hey,
I
hey,
do not have this
hey,
Coke did not
nobody.
come from crystals,
Ain't nobody got time for no tofu, nothing. Let alone it being in Coke.
which is the secret ingredient in Crystal Burgers, chat. I don't know if you know that, but they're like 10% meat and 90% tofu. That's why you belly hurt.
Yeah, if you're drunk enough, you don't care.
But also, if you're drunk enough, you order the chicks, not the things. Ask me how I know. Little known
get
fact.
the
I'm not the drunk one.
I get the little pups.
I've only ate crystals the one time that we got it when we all got sackfuls.
You're fucking one
But
time.
because you know what the pups don't come with?
Onions.
Guaranteed.
Hepatitis.
Guaranteed. They don't come with
No,
onions.
there's no guarantee that you don't get hepatitis if you do it to crystals.
There's none of
It's-
that.
It's the
But-
same rule that applies to Waffle House
Mm.
or Huddle House.
Oh, well, Huddle House is a guarantee you're coming out of there with something more than you went in with.
But with Waffle House, I don't
Mhm.
trust Waffle House unless the cook's back there half smoked a cigarette, it's still in his mouth. If it ain't
Ash
like
hit
that,
the,
your
Ash hit the
food's
grill.
your food's
like,
gonna be
yeah.
shit. Like, hey, I want my stuff smothered and covered with some of that Marlboro. or Newports, which is the official cigarette of Helldivers.
Yeah.
Because the stems look like a pack of Newports.
So we took the stepson out for his birthday yesterday.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, stepson.
Officially his birthday yesterday. And we went to a Mexican restaurant and I ordered a meal and I said no onions.
Oh, they onioned the fuck out of it, didn't they?
This thing came to the table
With just
and I
a
said, we
onion.
have a problem.
Whole onion.
I said, I
They
told
just
the
brought
lady
him a
that,
blooming onion. Like, here you go.
I told the lady that brought the plates out, that wasn't even our server. I said, we have a problem. She said, what seems to be the problem? I said, there are onions and I ordered no onions. I can't have onions. And she said, oh, let me get your server. So she calls and he comes over.
I
And
believe
he
the
says-
exact word she said was,
and he said, I'll take it back, get you a new plate. They brought the plate out, he set it down, and I was looking at it, and he decided to be a smart ass, and he goes, Senor, look at your plate. You find no onions anywhere. I grabbed my fork, I reached down and I pulled a almost raw onion out of this, and I set it down square middle of my meal, and I said, no onion, huh? What the fuck is that? And he goes, it's just one. No onions means zero. He's like, well, I take it back and get it. And I went and found the owner of the restaurant.
mm-hmm.
And I told him what was going on. He goes, I can go back there and make sure that you get your meal correctly. I was like, no, I want you to take my meal off of the bill completely. I was like, I'm just not going to eat here. And so the guy comes back. He goes, can I get you something else? I was like, yeah, you can get the fuck away from me. Of course, Harley's sitting beside me going, oh no. Like he's about to cause a scene. But I mean, you had 2 shots at this and you screwed them both up.
Yeah, I don't like it when my food gets messed up.
And so I just drank Coronas the whole time while everybody else was enjoying the kid's birthday meal.
I am I am very happy that of all the things that I could have gotten hit with, that so far in my life I have no known food allergies. So I can eat pretty much anything and it doesn't have any adverse effects other than my fat ass gets bigger. But yeah,
All
yours
swollen.
though is very unique. You and your father are the only 2 people I know that have this allergy. I've never heard of anybody else having this adverse reaction to onions. And your father had it worse.
Yeah. It could kill him.
So at least you
I
got
think
diet
mine got
onion
watered,
allergy.
Mine got watered down
Yeah.
thanks to my mom's genetic
Yeah,
side.
you
of
got the just 1 calorie version. Yeah. I like now. This is the thing. I like onions. I am a
My
big onion
sister can eat
fan.
onions like an apple, like
Yeah.
raw, like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no, nuh-uh.
Now my family, we eat onions with just about everything. It's very common to have onions. I
And
really
onions
love
are
green
supposed to be
onions.
good for you.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to
Really.
help diuretically be good for you, but I can't eat them. I physically can't have them.
Yeah. Zach apparently doesn't like them either. He says he hates onions. Won't kill him though, but he hates them.
I used to not like onions, but now I just don't care.
Well,
To be fair, now a little behind the scenes chat, Diz doesn't care what the fuck he eats. The only thing that I know of that he will not eat is he will not eat Taco Bell for lunch, just in
You know-
case there's issue.
Yeah, I mean, but I have no issue eating it. It's just
Right.
it's just a timing thing.
Exactly. And I can understand that. Me though, I love Taco Bell.
I mean, I used to
you
eat
know.
onions all the time, right? Until I got hurt.
Mhm.
And I don't
And
know
that
if
just like flipped the switch.
I'm guessing it caused the issue.
I've heard of people doing that. Like they're fine their entire lives, and then an event happens, whatever it is, and then it just changes on a dime.
Because I
Yeah.
could go to Outback and eat the bloomin' onions. You know, I could eat Big Macs with all the onions on them, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. And now it's the migraines and the high blood pressure to the point that I'm just miserable.
Yeah.
Dad
Misty,
however, would kill him.
you don't like anything unless it's chicken and squash and zucchini that you've prepared yourself after going and buying it at the Waggles or whatever. Like she will not eat any fast food at all. She doesn't like Taco Bell. That's right. I'm sorry. You will also eat Moo Cow.
I mean, who doesn't want to eat moo cow?
Exactly. They're delicious.
Or deer. Who doesn't want to eat
but-
deer?
I don't like deer.
Why?
I don't like deer. The only way I eat deer is in jerky.
Oh, you don't like deer because it's they don't get the gamey taste out, right? That's why you don't like it. You don't like that twang.
Maybe.
that's in
I just
from
don't
the
like.
blood.
Now I do like rabbit, and I do like turtle.
What about gator tail and frog legs?
I've never ate frog legs. Frog legs. I have ate gator in a restaurant. There's a restaurant around here that serves as an appetizer. You can eat gator tail, and it was good. I liked it. It was fine. I have no problem eating it. Can't bring myself to eat frog legs.
Did you
What
talk
about
like?
octopus?
Did you
and
speak like
squid?
Gambit when you ate it?
I did for 3 hours. I was like, I was looking at my wife. I was like, "Come on, Shell, let's leave here. The movie about to start."
What about octopus and squid?
Yes, I like them. I will also eat raw oysters.
Yes.
I have done that before,
You know, I had to
and then
convince
proceeded
Harley's
to
whole
and
family.
then proceeded to bang an empty light socket.
I had to convince Harley's entire family to try calamari, and they're all like,
Oh,
"We
I
don't
lo-
want to try that." And then when
I
they tried it,
love calamari.
now every time that we go to a restaurant that has that as an appetizer, guess what they're ordering as the appetizer? I was
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, Don't turn your nose up
Calamari.
at it till you try it."
Calamari, good. My
Frog
problem
legs.
is I like.
God, it's been a
Go
long
ahead.
time since I had frog legs. Yeah, I was really young. I I think they taste like chicken. I mean,
That's what
Frog
most people
legs,
say.
frog
like
legs
chicken.
are
like greasy
overly
chicken.
salty. They're overly salty for some reason.
Because the frogs hate everything. Because they always bumping their ass when they jump.
Pissed off at
all
the
they-
world.
all that
but they
salt
not-
builds up in their meat.
But they're not in salt water.
If you could eat hateful people, they'd be salty too.
I mean, you could eat hateful people. It's just frowned
I
upon.
mean, you can. Chat the legal department here at Nerdacopia Network would like for me to tell you that Nerdacopia Network does not endorse, condone, or support the eating of people.
I mean, it's frowned upon.
We're good. We're good. But yeah, I've never ate frog legs. Just never could bring myself to do it for whatever reason. I don't know.
In Japan, they have a thing. It's weird. They
Rocky
call
Mountain
them
oysters.
octopus balls.
Okay.
But they're not. They're not the animal's testicles.
Yep. Yeah. Kind of like
They-
Rocky
they
Mountain
take-
oysters are not
no,
oysters.
No. They take baby octopus and they roll them in batter and turn them into the size of like a little bit bigger than a hush puppy, and then they deep fry them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they sell them in a group of 6.
Nice. But true story about Rocky Mountain oysters that I will tell right now here on stream. So get ready for this. I was once tricked into eating Rocky Mountain oysters. I thought they were tenderloin, pork chops.
You got your daily dose of protein that day, didn't you?
Yep.
Close-
and they were
close to the-
delicious.
Close to the tenderloin.
Yep. Yep. They kind of hang around there. They were very good until I found out what they were, and then I threw up.
See, that's what I don't understand. People like my mom made some of the best squirrel barbecue that my family has ever had in their life. They ate the entire dish.
What? the
I'd love me a pulled squirrel sandwich.
Hey, yo, baby, won't you go and put that squirrel up on the grill there and sauce that up right there? We gonna have some good eating tonight.
Oh no, it was shredded meat. It wasn't on the
Oh, they
grill.
shredded the meat. Look, how many
And so,
squirrels does it take to make a good batch of squirrel barbecue?
Well,
47.
I got 30, Dad got 30, and then my sister killed 17 for this batch.
Did you gas them?
No, we killed them with shotguns.
Oh, the shot did they blow apart? No wonder it was shredded meat. They were already shredded. Hit a squirrel with don't hit a squirrel with a shotgun. Bad idea. You will go to fucking prison.
Called in at 500 kg.
Exactly. That's what happens. Yeah.
You just aim for their heads. You don't aim for the body.
Yeah, the squirrel population did hit it. They haven't seen a squirrel around their place in 30 years because they got them all.
You got to understand. In Tennessee, where I'm from, you have a 30 squirrel a day limit. For a week and a half, you can get 30 a day per person.
It's a lot of squirrels, but you
In
need a
the
lot if
county.
you're going to make a mess.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but I'm just saying. That's a lot of squirrel running around in that county.
That is a lot of squirrel. So, what kind of sauce did you use? Was it like Sweet Baby Ray's or KC
Mom
Masterpiece?
Mom used that
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Jack Daniels barbecue sauce.
Nice.
And the family ate it. They cleaned the entire corning dish of this, and then they're like, "What'd you make this out of? It's amazing." She said, "Squirrel." I watched half my family members run outside and throw up. I'm like, you thought it was amazing till you found out what the meat was.
I always think you should tell people what they're going to eat before they eat it.
Well,
I don't
you
like
should ask
surprise
before you eat
food.
it.
Hey,
I
as
guess
long
so,
as
that's
you,
true.
You
as
should
long
ask.
as you, as long as you don't eat the squirrel's brains, you're okay because that can hold diseases and make you sick.
That's true. But now my dad and my brothers and my grandfather would eat hog brains fried with eggs.
Yes, a little different,
That
but squirrel brains
that
actually
is
carry disease.
that is a true story.
I've had my fair share of hog brains. My grandfather had a farm.
I've never ate hog brains because I'm not a zombie. That's weird.
Hey, the only animal I haven't really had that's around the county I grew up in is a skunk. I refuse to eat a skunk.
I mean, technically, it should be fine as long as you remove the little stink organ.
Right, but if you damaged that in the process of killing, then the scent ejector
Alternate-
gets put into
Alternate
the
name for
meat.
the fuzzy anus.
You gotta get them right there, Chad, and then you reach in there and you pull out the stink.
But if the scent glands penetrate the meat, then it ruins all of it. Just like with a buck deer,
That's true.
if you don't remove the scent
If-
glands, it ruins the back legs.
If you're not careful with Buck and you hit his scent gland, it does ruin his meat.
Only temporarily, chat. I always recover.
There you go. Yeah, did you know that there was a limit on the amount of squirrels you can get? This is because the kids, there used to not be a limit. Then the kids watched Captain Planet and they were like, well, shit, we got to put a limit. That way it's, ecological friendly.
Yeah, that way the squirrel population repopulates so we can keep going.
Exactly. No, yeah. No point did Bob Barker ever go help control the squirrel population. Have your squirrels spayed or neutered.
Have your squirrels decapitated
Exactly.
and turned into
Boom!
barbecue.
Rabbits are a problem there. I also heard, is it still a problem? Are boars still a problem? Wild hogs?
In what, Texas?
In Texas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I knew wild hogs was a problem. I didn't know about rabbits though. How many rabbits are you killing? Is there a limit on rabbits? Zach, can you kill rabbits from your porch and then fry them up?
Is it because everybody gets pet bunnies and then they let them go?
And don't make sure they can't reproduce.
I mean, if so, there's about to be a huge influx of rabbits in a few days. Don't know if there's an official limit.
But see,
Well,
when
I
I
mean,
was when I was
Texas, they don't
growing
limit
up
your freedom.
in
I
Middle
tell you, if they just
Tennessee,
turn loose some panthers there, it'd probably take care of those rabbits.
And people.
well, in Middle Tennessee, growing up, they had the coyotes got so bad that they put bounties on them, $25 a head,
Mm-hmm.
and they've never culled the population enough that you can still get $25 a head, probably a little more now than it was then, for bringing in a coyote. The
You have
50
a
acres
bob.
I own has 3 packs of coyotes.
There used to be coyotes when we had cows in our pasture. There would be there was some coyotes down there. You have a bobcat running around in your neighborhood, and we're talking like actual animal, like bobcat, not like the little piece of equipment. Because we do know there's a lot of construction in your neighborhood.
Somebody catch that wild bobcat, take it home.
Dang, that is wild.
We caught a bobcat on the trail cam. It looks like it was a cross between a mountain lion and a bobcat.
You bobcats like tacos? Nice. I like tacos too. Me and that bobcat get along.
Because the bobcat on this picture is about the size of a cane Corso. And when I pull up the memory cards on my trail cams again, and I get that picture, I'll send it to you so you can see how big this thing is. It is massive. It's culling our turkey population fine though.
Well, most people like the turkeys.
Yeah,
Turkeys are
but
mean.
but you know
Turkeys
what
can be
happened?
mean.
What happened there was
They
Tennessee
could.
wildlife thought that they'd be intelligent and drop an assload of turkeys right across the state. Then they realized they dropped too many. So in order to cull that, the jackasses dropped snakes.
That's never a good idea.
And I'm like, so what are you going to drop in to cull those? Nothing. Well, I'm going to kill them.
Ricky Ticky
Ox.
Tabby. He's a mongoose.
Yeah, but they ain't going to drop mongooses in Tennessee.
He kills snakes. Why not? They get rid of them.
Because they aren't native to Tennessee.
Don't matter. Neither is kudzu, but it's fucking everywhere.
Fuck yeah, it is. God almighty. Whoever the jackass was that brought that shit over needs to be shot.
I just wanted a pretty garden. Pythons are being considered for farming for sustainable meat growing. I ain't having a python farm. You know why? Because then some bitches will eat you whole.
What's that sound like a strip club?
The python farm? Because that is the name of our new strip club. The Python Farm.
Yeah.
Also a band name.
I saw a picture.
Hello,
of-
Cleveland. We're the Python Farm, and we're here to rock.
I did see a picture of a lady was stretched
Eaten by
out on
python?
her bed, and she had a python wrapped
Yeah.
around her, like lengthwise, like kind of wrapped around her.
Was
and
it
she
in
had
an
a,
80s rock
somebody take a
video?
picture. No, not coiled around her. It was stretched around her body, and somebody took a picture. And she said, "Look, it's cuddling with me." And
Oh, yeah. The vet was like, no, it's trying to eat you.
yeah, and they're like, "No, it's sizing you up because you're going to be its meal once it makes sure it's big enough it can eat you." And I'm like,
Sure.
"Yeah, no, we don't need nothing that damn big. This ain't the movie Anaconda. We don't need snakes that damn big." Because I'm not afraid of any damn animal, but if it's big enough that it can physically eat me and it comes at me, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah, I don't like things that could eat me or could poison me. I draw the line.
I mean, if it leaves me alone and isn't aggressive, fine. You know, like I don't purposely go out and go, "Oh, there's a cottonmouth, blow its
So,
head off," or a
what you're
rattlesnake.
saying is you're against bears and Dairy Queen.
That's
No.
true.
I said if they're
Dairy
aggressively
Queen
trying to
is
eat.
aggressively trying to kill you. Or at least they are me. They have a kill on
Dairy
site.
Queen's not trying to eat me.
I mean, you don't know. You could end up, they kill you. You could be a chicken strip basket the next day.
I mean,
You ever watch Fried Green Tomatoes?
in order for that to happen,
That wasn't squirrel barbecue.
I would have to sign a consent form.
They turned old boy into barbecue.
Yeah, but I'm saying for Dairy Queen to get my body, I'd have to sign a consent
Well, I'm
form.
just saying, you don't Itchy Thread Good could be behind the counter at the Dairy Queen going, that boy look like he good eating.
We went a little Cajun there.
I do,
Like 15% Cajun.
I do like me
15%.
some. I
Hey,
do
yeah,
like
go
me
ahead and
some
just come
prime
about
rib.
15% off that. Oh, I like prime rib. I like prime rib with the au jus and the horseradish.
Last time we went to go get some, though, they ruined it.
How?
I ordered medium rare.
Oh, well, there's your problem. It's still
Nope.
fucking mooing.
I always get mine medium rare.
Yeah,
The problem
there's your problem.
is they sent it out. Well, instead of medium anything,
Yeah, don't get well done, chat. You're just asking.
No,
for
they sent it
trouble.
well. It wasn't charcoal, but it was not medium anything. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to send this back. And found out that those were the last two prime ribs in the entire
Mhm.
restaurant. And I'm like, well, shit. I can't even tell them they fucked this up because then I don't get prime rib at all.
Then you don't get prime rib at all. Yeah.
Like, fuck.
So the quick question is now morality thing here, ethical dilemma is bad prime rib better than no prime rib?
I mean, I ate it because I don't waste food unless it can kill me like onions.
I mean, I won't eat it if it's something I don't want. Which
Oh, I
they,
mean, I've,
every-
I've
the-
ate stuff
which
that
the
I thought was gross
which
just because I
Dizzle
ordered
said
it.
the people at work hate me for that.
Whatever they bring me, I'll just eat that. Even
Yes,
if
I
didn't
don't
order
understand.
it.
See, in my brain meat, I can't understand that. Like my brain just will not process that. It's like 4 plus 4 is 27 at that point. It doesn't make no fucking sense.
I mean, if I ordered the meal and it comes out and it's exactly what I ordered, and I taste it and I go, man, that is not what I wanted, I'll still eat it because I didn't know what the meal was. Because I tried something new, and I'll eat it because I'm not going to waste the food. But if they screw up my order and add onions to something and I can't have the onions, I'm not going to just eat it.
No, if it's on me, I'll eat it because that's what I ordered, what I thought I wanted.
Right. If they fuck my shit up, they're going to fix it, or we're going to do what I did yesterday.
But now I'm really like if the eating experience is good, then I will tip them accordingly. I'm a very good tipper. If you do well, keep me in my drink, whatever. I'm a very good tipper. Now, if you do not, then there are consequences to your actions.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like if they were like, we're going to go eat X, and I don't like X, I'm like, I don't want to eat that. And they're like, why though? It's just food. But I'm just not. As you can see from my hefty girth, I'm just not built that way.
Yeah. I just
I
want to get
always-
through the eating part and then get back to whatever I was doing before.
I always let
It's an
Harley and her
inconvenience.
family choose where we go because there's always going to be something on that menu that I can eat. Because I'm not that picky of an eater. Just
Yeah.
make sure you leave the fucking onions out of my shit, and we're good
See,
to go.
It is. I'm already looking forward to next Friday
You ain't even had this Friday yet.
to getting Mexican again. Just saying. Do you think Robert will come and pick me up in his Tesla and take me to Mexican tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
You asked him, he would.
Nice. Riding in style. Using 0 dinosaurs.
So y'all both been to Pigeon Forge.
Uh-huh.
Y'all ever been to the place called Huck Finn's?
Nope. Never heard of it.
It's got a big old catfish on that's painted the American flag that's on the outside of the restaurant.
Yeah, I would remember that. Nope. I have not been
And
there.
it's down there close to
Okay.
Dixie Stampede on the strip.
Me and Nolan
And,
would eat catfish and fish, but other members of the family.
Oh no, it has everything
Same.
you could want. It has everything you could want.
This looks really good.
You get all the fixins, all you can eat, as far
Oh my
as
God, those look
beans
really good.
and all this stuff. But
Like here's a
I ordered-
slideshow for you.
Ooh. I'd eat that.
I'll wait. This
I'd
is
eat
about to
that.
show some good stuff. But
I mean, they show some hush puppies here. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. You get the hush puppies and
I
all that
like me
stuff right
some hush
there on the
puppies.
table is the fixins that you get constant at the table. But I ordered some shrimp, some chicken livers, and some frog legs.
I do love me some chicken livers.
And they brought me, it was only supposed to be like a pound of chicken livers. I swear to God, they brought me 3 pounds of chicken livers because I ate all I could eat at that table. And I still had about the same amount of chicken livers as what I thought I had when I started.
Listen, I love me some good chicken livers. That's just me, though. I don't know. Some people are out there going like, "That's disgusting," but it's not. It's very good.
The chicken livers have to be soft when they're done.
Yeah.
If they're hard, you might as well toss that whole damn plate that you made.
are they like? I've never had chicken livers or liver of any kind.
No, I know what we're having next week. No, not next week.
Whatever, I don't know. I don't care.
Bullshit.
Is it like like greasy or oily
No.
or
Nope.
because you know what, the only experience
Very
I've had
dry.
with liver is I had to dissect a little baby shark in one of my college classes, and they are mostly liver inside. Like they're like 60-70% liver inside there. Okay. And it's just oily and it
Oh no, not the
stinks.
same. Not the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because chicken livers, depending on the size of the chicken, they're about that big around.
Mhm.
If decent adult chicken, and
Mhm.
it's all red and healthy and all that. When they cook it, it turns into on the outside kind of a dark gray, almost black color, but on the inside it's a very light gray.
Hmm.
And usually they deep fry them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do it right and they're still soft, they still retain some moisture and flavor. If they fuck them up and deep fry them too long, they become hard as a rock. Kind of like what happens when you get cirrhosis of the liver.
Word.
Frying your liver.
Mm-hmm.
But Harley's grandmother's that way about the whole, you said you and Nolan would eat fish, but some members wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not got chicken on the menu, that woman's not eating.
My house is even worse. All right. I love seafood and stuff like that. Fish and stuff. Love it. Love it. Like my dad. Sally and her family will not eat anything from the water.
Some of the best stuff.
And then Clarence Allen won't eat anything but mashed potatoes and McDonald's.
That'll change at some point.
Hopefully.
I would give real money for it to change.
Send him out here for a week, Clan. I'll fix it.
No, he just won't eat.
We'll make him eat.
The Clarence Allen is very stubborn.
I'm one of his well-noticed streamer people.
Yep.
I'll give him to eat.
But he won't do it for nothing now. Thanks for turning off my light. See, here's the culprit.
Your lighting guy is horrible.
That cat just wanted his airtime.
Oh, great. Now I can't hear any of you. What did you do?
We can hear him.
I can't hear anything now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now he knows how Russ feels every time we go to have an D&D session. Because poor Russ.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Turn the power off on someone.
Damn. Thank you, Cat. Appreciate you. Can I hit the button? I can. Yay. Now I'm back.
Did it.
Yay. All right. Anybody got anything else?
Let's see. What else? we got?
Enshrouded came out with a patch for their early access.
That's true. They did. They changed the UI, made trading and looting better.
It's called Hollow Halls.
Yep. Each biome has a dungeon now. And they
Mhm.
recommend that you don't do it solo.
I
Nice.
mean,
There is another craftsman that you can collect, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Don't
And a
know
new
what it
workbench.
does. New workbench, yep.
Some kind of shadow craftsman or something they said in the video. That's what they said. Speaking of updates to game, and this really isn't an update to a game. This is a spinoff of a game. But Buck, why is it that I got more enjoyment out of watching Ark the animated series than I've ever got playing Ark? Can they just put a story mode where I play as the lady and go
I
through
think
and fight the Romans and shit?
I think you got more enjoyment out of watching the series instead of playing the game because you found out more information in watching the series than you ever did from logging into the world.
Yeah, because I knew none of that shit. But yeah, the series, I was like, okay, there's all these people. They're interesting people. I like them, especially John. John's pretty cool.
But see, all of this that you're watching took place before we ever got there.
Yeah.
So I can't say they all died.
I mean, they all died because that's
No,
how
no,
they got there.
I'm talking about on the series, they all died. I'm
Yeah.
not saying they all died before we got there. Because it's not exactly how that went down. But they're no longer on the island,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we're finding all these notes.
Yep.
What's happening is we're kind of like with Nightingale, right? You're hopping realms, finding these people. In
Trying to
Ark,
put right what once went wrong.
you're hopping maps, but they're really, imagine each map is like a snow globe. So you've got the flat bottom of the world, and then you've got the dome over the
Flat
top,
bottom
and then
girls.
everything
Well,
everything
make
that
the
you interact with is
Ark
They
world
inside.
make
go
the
around.
they make the dino world go around.
And so as you reach the edge of each part of the walls or hit the ceiling of the world, you see this weird rippled wall that won't let you go any further. So that's kind of like the dome. And so you're locked in this map. And the only way to leave is to upload yourself into the obelisk and traverse to a new zone or map. Well, each one of the people in that series that you're watching have already done this before we got to the island. So they're maps ahead of us.
I will tell
We're
you right
kind of
now,
learning and trying to catch up.
John did not upload himself to the new map.
Oh, I know who didn't make it off the island before this series ever even came out.
So Ark is
But
just Maze
one-
Runner.
Sorta.
Yeah.
But with more lesbians.
But one person in particular,
A lot of lesbians in Ark.
he changes along the way, and you have to confront him as a boss.
Does he what? Does he like morph?
Oh yeah, he experiments.
It's the Sir Reginald Bushroot or whatever guy, right? The guy from the Victorian era England, Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's David Tennant's character Rockwell.
Yeah,
You
he's a
have to
some
fight.
bitch.
You have to fight him
Dave
on
Johnson.
one of the maps.
Yeah, Cave Johnson. Yep. Yeah, I don't like him. He's not a good dude.
Well, I've told chat as they've been watching us unlock all these explorer notes. I was like, y'all think that is bad what he's saying he's doing to all these people that are actually volunteering to try his experiments. It gets worse. Just wait till we find his other notes on Scorched Earth and in Aberration, because
Hey,
it gets worse.
Scorched Earth comes out this week, doesn't it? Friday or
Supposed to.
tomorrow?
It's
Yep.
supposed to come out either tomorrow or Monday. They're saying April 1st, but I mean,
Yeah. That's also when I think that Survival Ascended unlocks on Game Pass.
no. The time that it comes out for Game Pass is supposed to launch Scorch.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with
And
that,
it'll be 400 gigs in size.
the problem I have with the new map is they claimed that they were going to be releasing the Dear Jane Explorer notes every Tuesday and Thursday. You know what they did not release on Tuesday when we were in the process of playing?
Dear Jane Explorer notes.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
So I have
paid
six
attention.
more notes I have to
Context
find.
clues.
So when do I get to get them? Because I need those 6 notes. Plus I need everything that's in the moment that I put the 3 alpha heads into this pillar to activate the overseer and gather all the notes prior to the overseer. And then that'll give me those 6 plus all the notes that are there will give me all the explorer notes, which will give me 10 extra levels on my survivor.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get those 10 until I get those Dear Jane notes, even if I fought the overseer on Monday. So if you're not going to release them like you said you were going to in the time frame you're supposed to be doing this, when the fuck am I going to get my 10 levels? How long do I have to wait?
I don't know. All I know is that I've watched all of part 1. Part 2 hasn't been released yet. They show a trailer for it at the end of like episode 6, because I think it's only 6 episodes, 6 or 8 of part 1. And I liked all of these characters. Had no idea any of these characters were in the game. They could have told me this is just none of these characters are there, and this is just a story we're telling. And I'd have been like, all right, cool. They just used the island and some dinos from Ark, and there you go. Like there's a dino that they used in the series to walk on the walls. He's a big ass lizard dude, and they rode him up the walls to plant explosives.
I have one of those. Actually, I have 2 of those, and I bred one, and I have 3 of those in base. The Megalania.
I was like, that's cool. They named one dinosaur Scary. He's like the first dino you meet. Actually, the first thing they met was a dodo, and she kept
Scary's
kept
the
this guy.
parasaur.
Yeah. I forgot what kind of sore he was, but he's Scary, the whatever sore.
Which is funny because it's a parasaur, chat. It's passive as fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you attack its baby in the game, it's not going to do
Or
anything.
if you attack Helena, it does not like it when you attack Helena.
I'm just saying in the game, it runs unless you attack its babies.
Spoiler warning, chat. Helena gets attacked a lot.
I mean, she kind of brings that on herself.
Because Sir Reginald Bushroot hates her.
Rockwell is. So Rockwell thinks
he's Sir Reginald Bushroot. Eventually, he turns into a broccoli.
Rockwell thinks that Helena is trying to show him up.
Yeah, he don't like her because she thinks that she's smarter than he is.
Right. And he's trying his best to prove that he knows more about what's going on than she does.
Here's
But
the
she
thing
has
about
more allies than he does on this island because she conducts herself kinder than he does when dealing with people.
that's true. Also, she's sleeping with the chick from medieval China, who is a badass.
Mayan,
Yes, Megan. I like her a lot.
the queen of beasts.
Her and Helena are brown chicken, brown cow. John is super cool.
What do you think about Bob?
Bob was there for 2 seconds. He's like, I want to eat that dodo. And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, let's go over here. And then he's like, oh, there's people here. And he gets a spear shoved through his throat. But in the trailer for Act 2, Bob shows back up.
Bob is the voice of the Dear Jane letters. That's who's trying to write home. He's originally in the middle of World War II.
Yep.
When he dies, it gets put on the ark.
Yep. Yep. And they also don't show the little crystal HUD thing. It just part of it's like it's split into 3 parts, and as they unlock, they got the green relic and the left side turned green. So I'm waiting on them to like build a thatch cottage or whatever, and then like this person's like, no, I killed like 14 dodos and now I can build a stone cottage. I'm cooler than you, yo. And then all the dinosaur shit.
So it's broken into 3 parts. You know
That's
what
what I'm
else is
thinking.
broken to? You know what else is broken into 3 parts? That's kind of located around the wrist area.
No.
In another game, way before this one,
I don't.
that looks like triangles.
Oh, the Triforce? Yeah. Zelda bitches. All right. Also, I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to. X-Men 97. Has anybody started it yet?
I have not, but I
Not.
heard that they altered Rogue.
She's not as voluptuous as she used to be, which is a problem.
What is wrong with these people?
Exactly. But I heard the show's very good. So I'm excited to watch that. I'm going to start that. Definitely. Really excited for it. But I had to, for the sake of Buck, I had to watch all of ARC. So I did, and I enjoyed the animated series. I wish there was more of it in the game. But that's all I got. You
Have
can
they
take us out,
introduced?
Diz.
Have they introduced Santiago yet?
Who's Santiago? I don't remember a Santiago.
That's Vin Diesel's character.
No, he's not there. He's just an executive producer like Russell Crowe.
Oh no, he'll be there. But because that'll transition to Arc 2. That's when he'll start. See, all this stuff that they're showing in the animated series, the tribes and all this crap that y'all heard me or saw me pick up notes and Helena was reading about.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that we'll get to see a lot more of that in Arc 2.
Maybe. Arc
Where
2, the search
he's
for more money.
having to fight all of this different stuff. But
In ARC, you
We'll
must
see.
fight to survive.
I just wonder if-
Kumite?
I mean, maybe got a little blood sport action going on.
Maybe.
Frank Duke's going to show up and show them how to fight.
Maybe. It could happen. Could happen. Could happen.
Best thing the Air Force ever produced.
Damn. Now listen, I know you're jealous because the Air Force has Stargate.
I ain't worried about Stargate. Bloodsport's based on a true story. Frank Dukes was in the Air Force and then made all those records in that arena.
I don't believe anybody's real last name is Dukes.
I mean,
Put up your dupes.
Exactly. Is that where that comes from?
maybe.
Maybe. All right, stick a fork in me. I'm done. I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about tonight.
Yeah. Plan reached his limit and he's ready to end it. What it really
Listen.
translates to, Chad, is he wants to go eat.
No, I know we've went too long when Diz starts playing his guitar. That means Diz is checked out.
You hear what I'm playing?
And we can't be 2.5 old men.
Freebird?
Can you hear what I'm playing?
No.
Here, put the microphone down.
What are
You're
you
gonna
playing?
get fucking copyrighted again.
Maybe.
I can't play guitar that good. Know that?
I can't hear anything.
It ain't coming through the mic at all.
Yep.
Lower.
Oh.
Put the
He's like-
microphone next
he's-
to your penis.
He's like, lower.
Yeah. I've seen this in movies before, but usually it's not with a microphone.
It's that new AI stuff that Diz is trying over there.
That's right. His microphone has a suction cup.
Can you play it? Nothing? Oh, well.
Nothing.
I'd have to turn the gain up really high, probably.
To 11.
Then you would hear everything.
That's true.
It's Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X.
Fine. Here they play a mean blitzball in Zanarkand. At least it's what I heard.
Waka
Maybe.
waka.
That is the guy's name, is Waka. Don't know if his last name is Waka as well.
It is.
Now I want to see a
Waka waka
remake
waka.
of Final Fantasy X, but you can replace Waka with Fozzie Bear.
What now? You guys done? Time to spread some democracy.
Yeah. There's 2 new weapons.
Who knew weapons?
There's a laser called the Quasar laser or whatever that works. It's kind of like a laser anti-tank.
Okay.
Yep. And then there is a heavy machine gun that you can carry. And it's got a little
Nice.
tripod at the end of it. And it has a lot of recoil. But if you lay down flat, you lose, a lot of the recoil. You can shoot it better. It hits hard.
When the hell you got time to lay down flat in that game? With all
You
the
can-
bugs.
You can try. Sometimes it gets difficult. And then automatons can just fuck right off.
I found out some new stuff about Nightingale though.
Well, did you?
Yeah. You can pick up and move everything in your base without having to destroy a damn thing.
How do you do that? Because I've not been able to do that.
You got to go into build mode.
There's a build
So-
mode?
Yeah. So initially, build mode is X.
X going to give it to you.
And so it changes the whole hotbar key at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't see your weapons or your tools or any of that stuff. And if you haven't keybind changed anything, you have to use Q, R, and V. Q allows you to copy anything that you already have down so that you don't have to look in your build list to try to find out what you want to build. R allows you to pick it up and relocate it. And V allows you to destroy it and get all the resources back of what you used to make it.
Nice. Can I V a wall?
No, you cannot be a wall, a foundation, or ceiling. None of the building structure.
So I have to destroy the wall still.
Right. But
Dang
you
it.
can do that with all of your
Can you VP?
storage
I mean,
and all of your upgrade construction tables. And when you move the storage box, it moves everything that's in the storage box at the same time.
handy.
I showed chat that one I had that has like 300 plant fiber and 200 wood and 300 freaking stone. I was like, y'all remember how I'm moving so slow with all this? I grabbed the entire box and moved it to the other end of my whole base and set it down and opened it up and showed everybody and then moved it back.
Nice.
So that comes in handy, learning that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also found out that if you start up all of your stuff in your buildings, like say I have something going, it's going to take like 30 minutes to craft. If it's
Mhm.
at nighttime and I go take a long rest, it completes it as soon as I wake up from the long rest.
Makes sense. This time has passed.
Short rests
Nice.
don't do shit, but
No.
long rests get it done.
Like D&D. The only time short rest helps you if you're a warlock.
Right.
Mm.
But I do have the ability to use magic now. So I have healing magic on my sledgehammer.
Nice.
So
So every
I can
time you
heal
hit somebody
myself.
with a sledgehammer, does it heal you?
No, it's I pull the essence off of the hammer and then I can charge it up to 3 times and then heal myself.
Mm.
So the hammer had to be imbued with the magic
Yeah.
for me to draw from it. But you know, it comes in handy without me having to worry about using those damn salves all the time.
Yeah. I also see that you got a wheelbarrow.
I did. I got a wheelbarrow and I got a rustic toolbox and I got a watering can and
Heck yeah.
all they are is augments. But my problem is that they say that they'll unlock certain features for the benches and workstations.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to make them unlock things.
There's the little green lines connecting them.
Yeah, it's showing that they're there. Even when I try to pick one up and remove it, I see like 6 lines shooting all over the place. So I set it
Yeah.
right back down where it was, but it didn't do any of the unlocks.
Gotcha.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, how much further do I got to fucking get for you to unlock these on these stations?
Station.
Because I'm trying not to look things up, right? You know, I'm trying not to like, hey YouTube, explain to me how this works. Because you know, I'm trying to figure out how to do the survival game by myself. That way I can explain it if people come in and have questions. But it's becoming a little frustrating in that regard. So I don't know. But we have helped the lawman to the point that I'm now ready to go talk to Nellie Bly in the desert.
Nice.
And now I'm high enough to be able to go into the gloom tower because I got my gear score to like, was it 53 now? I think is what I am.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing stuff that I can go and harvest or whatever that I need like 200 points in, and
Yeah.
I'm like, God Almighty, I'm nowhere close. Like I ain't even broke 100 yet.
Yeah, there's a cave in my home biome that has stuff like that in it.
I did find a letter from Quartermain though,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, oh, I hope I get to run into you, and I hope you teach me rifles because that makes the most sense. Like this man was known for his shots with rifles.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
You got that crazy leprechaun motherfucker following you around.
Fuck.
Puck. I learned magic, and you know what he did? He showed up long enough to go, well, it's about time that your kind passed on the knowledge of how to utilize this. And I'm like, fuck you, asshole. Like, he's like, because we were born with the ability to use this. I'm like,
He is kind of a douche.
I'm like, one of these days, I'm just going to shoot you. But I do have my little dash hound running around my base.
Nice.
When I pet him, I guess every so often he'll drop essence.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not every time you pet him. Like it's on a generational timer or whatever.
Yeah.
So. But apparently the Fae played a trick on the fugitive that the lawman's chasing. And so this woman is pissed off and wants to kill this Fae. I don't even know what Fae she's referring to because she just keeps referring to the Fae as the Fae. Is playing tricks on me, so I don't even know. Might be Puck that she's talking about. Puck may be an asshole to her too.
I mean, could
know.
be. Puck would definitely be one to do it.
So, I don't know. But we're definitely getting closer to having at least one of every type of hail killed. But I got to kill one of the fabled creatures last stream.
Nice.
Is a living tree. This
Yeah.
fucker woke up and started attacking me with ground tremor abilities and bramble spike walls. And I'm like, well, I know what's the best weapon to kill you with because you're a fucking tree. So I just ran in and started beating its ass down with my axe.
That's true. Yeah, it
If
would
I
have been
had a
better if you had a
magic
fire axe.
right? Well, if I
Yeah.
had fire as a magical ability, would have been the best because I'd have been like, and just throw fireball.
Yep.
We're in a forest. I didn't ask where we were. I said I cast fireball.
Exactly.
The whole Feywild's burning down. I don't give a shit. This thing's dying. I don't live here.
Exactly. I'm just a tourist.
But I did kill it, and I got 4 hearts from it. So
Nice.
still only figured out a way to kill those fucking spirit stags, though, that keep walking by and replenishing all the crap that's right outside my house.
Yep.
Fucking asshole. He's in cahoots with Puck.
Definitely, 100%.
Puck verbally tears me down, and he just shits in my face. He's just like, "You ain't building here." I'm like, "Damn it!"
No, this is my place. You know how I know? Watch.
You know all those trees that you just took down to make space to put all that foundational support? Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Look your foundations.
Yeah.
Nobody can hear what I play. It's a secret song. All
Secret
right.
song sounds like it's secret.
Hey, Bo. So I guess we'll be doing this again next Thursday.
Probably.
Did you like the title that I named the episode?
I do like it. I approve.
Next Thursday, I get to get cracked from my skull to my tailbone because I go see the chiropractor.
Get to sound like a transformer.
More than meets the eye.
Exactly. How many
It'll be
bones
over-
can I crack?
It's been over 2 months since I got to see the chiropractor. I'm looking forward to this one. The hour and a half drive home will not be something I
Mhm.
look forward to
No.
after all
Not-
that.
Not good. Definitely not.
So, let's see. We got this next Thursday, of course, and then we should have
Mhm.
some retro on Monday. That should be possible. That should be something that happens. We're playing through Zelda Oracle of Ages, getting very close to the end. We're in the Black Tower,
The Black Tower.
so that's gonna be like close to the end. That sounds
Mhm.
ominous. And then we'll start Wind Waker after that.
Mhm.
And then other than that, we play some D&D on the weekends, and on every second and fourth Sunday on the month is my D&D campaign, not actually Heroes of the Forgotten, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. That's the second and fourth Sundays of the month. And then on the first and third Saturdays of the month, we play some D&D over on Bug's channel. And he also does some other streaming and stuff. So I'll let him talk at you for a minute.
Yeah, we do some D&Ds over there. No D&D this Saturday though, because it is the 5th one. So we taking a break. So first weekend of April will be our first, or will be our next one. And then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, I run at 11 a.m. Central Time on my channel, where I do Ark Survival Ascended on Monday and Tuesday, running Nightingale on Wednesdays, and then on Fridays we do 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls, which tomorrow we'll be doing that. We just finished the day 28 Blood Moon, so tomorrow we'll be working with traders trying to get resources and money back, because we spent a lot last session because we bought a helicopter.
As one does.
And what's the financing look like on something like that?
It was about 115,000 dukes to buy that thing.
Vertically takes off, blows cold air.
And I mean, during the apocalypse, that's rather expensive.
That's true.
How many moon pies is that?
Well,
his question.
Sadly, there's no moon pies in this game, so
Mods, get on it.
right, I need some moon pies to keep my food up, but I also need some RC Cola to drink along with it if we're doing a mod for moon
No,
pies.
you got to do moon pies and spiced Coke.
No, nope. I will never make that if any mods
Yeah.
make that and put it in the game.
Welcome to 7 Days to Diarrhea.
That's if they had the Taco Bell mod.
No, Taco Bell doesn't give you diarrhea. Take that back.
I mean, it doesn't give it to me. It gives it to some people.
I mean, I'm
the-
not
On the seventh day,
sponsored.
you just hear that bell.
Boom. Then the zombies come.
You
Or the
see
new-
you see the caption come across Baja Blast. It said does
Yep.
not what you think
You
it
gotta
is.
you gotta Baja blast the zombies because they're coming to your base because they know that you have the new Cantina Taco line available now at your local Taco Bell.
You've got the only working bathroom.
That's right. You built your base in a 90s Taco Bell.
I mean, I built mine or we took over the airport, so we could definitely put a Taco Bell in the airport.
Definitely. It's right next to the Sbarro.
Why would you put a Taco Bell in an airport? That sounds like a horrible idea.
That's a horrible flight.
Hey, I'm just saying that we could put it in there. I didn't say it was a good idea.
That's
I
like
just said we could.
that's like putting a crystal. I feel like these are some bad decisions.
Mm.
I mean, we
All right.
did get a new thing though last stream where I can remote upgrade the boxes to where I don't have to have stuff in my inventory to use the workbenches if the workbenches are within 15 blocks of the boxes.
Can you put a box in another box?
You can in Enshrouded.
That's true.
I mean, I can take and put boxes that I can't store anything inside of another box.
Put my box in a box for you.
I mean, I could even put a gun safe in a box.
All right. So, clan, tell everybody about the Discord and the YouTube and the
All right.
socials.
Here we go. Welcome to the spiel part of the show. So we have a Discord. Join our Discord. The link is there in our chat if you're live with us on Twitch. If you're on YouTube watching it, it's down in the info box below us that you can see right there. Just click that link, join the Discord. Lots of lively conversations. You've got me and Tim and Ellen usually posting memes and stuff. There's a lot of discussion with Emoji King and all of us about hell diving, which we like a lot. And then of course, as Diz said, there's an Enshrouded channel that keeps up with that. There is Not Degenerous. Ellen herself has started Final Fantasy 14. And we're following her journey with that. I'm hoping that she'll ask me for help at some point. That would be really cool. Also, there's a new pet or a new mount you can get in Final Fantasy 14 that is Torgal from Final Fantasy 16 because they're doing that crossover event right now, and you can pet the mount. Just saying. So there, join our Discord, go in and say hi. We would really appreciate it. We like people talking in our Discord. So there's that, and then of course we have socials, which is federally mandated that we have to have socials if we do the streamer thing. So click that Linktree link. You can find everything there. Go follow us on things. Hey, and guess what? You're on YouTube right now if you're watching this, and we're not live. So you're on YouTube. We like to affectionately call it NerdTube. Link that is there in chat. If you're on YouTube, you're already there. But hey, we would really like it if you hit that subscribe button. And you know what would be even more supery better? If you hit the subscribe button and then you hit the bell to get notifications of every time that we post a video. And usually we post usually 2 to 3 times per week. So there's there. And right now you can catch up on all of our old episodes. You can catch up on Super Retro if you want to. You can watch previous episodes of Three Old Men. You can watch previous episodes of the 2 D&D campaigns that we have on the channel. Not Actually Heroes of Forgotten and Not Actually Heroes Cataclysm. So you can get caught up on all the shenanigans going on there. It's a really cool place. And it's completely $0. So go there, watch. We'd really appreciate it. We have merch. If you're like, hey, I'm naked and I would really like to buy a pair of pants and a shirt, maybe, but it has like, a Super Retro logo on it. Have we got a deal for you? Just go there to nerdacopia.net. You can get some merch. You can watch our newest YouTube videos and our newest TikTok posts. They're all right there in one handy place. So go check that out. And then let's see. I think that is it for the spiel.
All right. So, you like what you saw? Show back up next week. We'll be here. Maybe. We're not all dead.
Here's hoping.
See you next time. We can't end it like that, right? No, we're going to. See you guys.